Hello, YouTube. Welcome to episode 4. We were in Sunshine's Tidings co-op, and we are continuing clearing that out. I like to use VATS whenever I can. It saves me the headache of missing and having to spend a bunch of HP. One thing I will say is you don't really want to be tanking ghoul hits because they can give you infections. Alrighty, so cool thing we just found is a bowler hat. A bowler hat gives you 1 endurance stat, and if you guys already know me, you know I like endurance. Now, one thing I will say is endurance does overcap. So when you have more and more endurance, your HP continues to go up, and also your stamina continues to drain slower and slower. Endurance does have a stamina drain cap at 21, so if you hit 21 endurance, you no longer drain stamina when you sprint. Just infinite sprint. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and take the gunslinger perk here for more pistol damage. As the enemies get harder, it's very important to have the pistol perk maxed and eventually the rifle perk maxed. What was I gonna say? Lost my train of thought. Funny. I'm gonna have to get used to that. Talking to myself in a room. But really, I'm talking to YouTube. I'm talking to you guys. If you watching that love Fallout content. Let's just continue clearing this place out. But yeah, I'm hoping for a long, healthy playthrough. Gonna be a lot of sneaking. Because it's permadeath. Just gonna be treating it like my life is precious. And it's gonna be really immersed in that way, right? Like, I'm gonna feel very immersed in this playthrough. I'm gonna get attached to it. And I hope you guys get attached to it too. It'll be really sad if we see this character die. I'm gonna put in a lot of work into it. I'm gonna try to make my settlements pretty and whatnot. Not right away. Some of the settlements are gonna be utility based, but if all goes long, I might stream this permadeath playthrough occasionally. But yeah, just gonna get everything started, clear out Sunshine's Tiding co-op. And we actually came here for a magazine. Now, if you know anything about survival, you're gonna be eating a lot. Well, the magazine in Sunshine's Tiding co-op doubles the amount of meat you get from hunting. Getting twice as much food is about as crazy as it sounds in terms of benefits. All right, military fatigues. This is an agility 2 outfit that can be put underneath armor. It's one of my favorite outfits because agility is a nice stat to have. More action points. We're off to a great start. Now we just need to start getting some armor pieces to put over it. This is pretty much an ideal start. Ghouls are pretty dangerous, but we do have this bolt action rifle. And with a little bit of VATS help, shouldn't be too scary to take out these ghouls. I do have a crit, and I don't want this thing to hit me, so I'm just gonna use it here. First crit of the playthrough. Our reward is a pipe revolver pistol. I don't remember loving this, but it is a way to use 45 rounds right now. So I am down. A hunting rifle. Ooh. We immediately found a way to spend 308 rounds that is much more efficient than the other way we had it, which was this bolt action rifle. So yeah, with an immediate 308 upgrade, we will take it. A lightweight tempered raider chest piece. We have our first armor piece. We will put it on. And as you can see, it goes on over the military outfit. Not all outfits can have armor over them. The military fatigues are a very good, I would say S tier even, thing to put under your armor. Because 2 agility is a lot of action points. I forget how many action points each agility point is worth. But agility is one of those that can overcap, and you can get more and more action points. Was that the room that had the... It did. It had the magazine. I forgot to grab it. Wasteland Survival Guide.
There we go.
Permanently collect extra meat from animal kills. And it does double it. You get double the meat. We can go ahead and just double check, make sure we killed all of the bad guys. I recommend lockpicking everything you can. One thing I don't really tend to do is getting like leveled up lockpick. Just because it's just bonus items, you don't really need it. But it is XP and like I said, bonus items. And that can be really good for your dopamine. When I say that, I just mean like your brain feels nice. You don't really understand that. Maybe a few of you youngsters don't know about dopamine. But yeah. I like to loot up this place a little bit, but we came here for that magazine and we got it. Now this is about the time where I'll be heading home. Put my marker back on Sanctuary, and I'm gonna stop at Abernathy Farm to grab some potatoes on the way home. Because the next step to our survival process... Careful with this bridge over here, by the way, pro tip. The next step on our survival process is to start getting some farming going. It's more for settlement building, so you don't really have to do this if you're not liking the settlement part of survival. I really recommend giving it a fair chance though to get immersed, to build yourself some checkpoints, because Fallout is a big experience, and if you neglect any one part of it, you miss out on a lot of what the game developers were trying to gift to you, because I think that this game in survival is a gift. It's an immersive experience that is enjoyable to partake in. It's tense because of the danger, but if you respect the world, you realize that it was balanced around giving you a progression that is attainable. You'll notice I grabbed wild mute fruit. It's because wild mute fruit is a great source of food. And I'm sneaking up on some deer because deer, radstag, are some of the strongest food items. So I like to get real close to them and just pop them. I probably should use my 10mm pistol, but I'm trying to save 10mm for a more dangerous situation. Alright, good. Bats didn't let me down. Notably, if you don't have the military fatigues, you might not have had enough action points to pull that off. But I did, so... Lol. We have some bloatflies up ahead. I think I might have passed Abernathy Farm. Yeah, it's to my right. So I'm gonna leave those bloatflies alone, just because they're annoying. Shooting bugs is quite annoying, and the higher level bugs are terrifying. I would often avoid fights with bugs that you don't know if you're gonna kill them right away, because they can often hurt you. Now bloatflies you can take, but if you see some like sting wings, I would run. Or at least be ready to give them the respect they deserve and kill them quickly. Now, I've grabbed all these potatoes from Abernathy Farm, because we are going to go plant them at our base. I like to just follow this. I like to pay attention to landmarks when I play survival. One thing that you might, if you're like a Fallout player but not really a survival player, is you just fast travel everywhere. You don't really remember the map. This map is so fun to get to know. It is a beautiful map. Learning it and not needing to use this all the time is nice. I still use this all the time when I place markers. But once you start to feel the map and live in it, it's gorgeous. It is one of the best parts of Bethesda games, is their world building. And survival really forces you into it. So I recommend getting immersed, learning the landmarks, helping you get back home. And you also feel accomplished that you're like, oh, I remembered how to get home this time. Now that we're here, we're going to plant those potatoes for our future settlers, so they have a food source. Now, mute fruit is the best food source, but we don't have access to those yet. And the potatoes are right here, so I'm gonna... Oh god, I never changed the mathematical sound effect. I'm sorry. I'm doing a large recording session, so that probably won't get changed till the next recording session. Just skip ahead to where I'm done planting potatoes. But yeah, I like to plant lots of food for my future settlers. And then I'll see if I have the recipe to make the settler beacon. So you check the power tab, the miscellaneous tab, and we need crystals to do it. So I can't make a recruitment beacon until I go get crystals. While I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and deposit my junk. And I'll check what time it is at the bed. It's 2:08. Our character's probably gonna get tired. So I'm thinking about just popping asleep. Putting us at like 5 a.m. of the next morning. Just getting another Fallout day started. This is gonna make us hungry and thirsty. We can cook some food up and we can drink from our little water fountain while we're here. And in survival, this would also set a save. Ooh, and we did get ill, which is unfortunate. I do not think we found any antibiotics, so we're going to be ill until we find a doctor. More than likely. Let's check what we got. Got fatigue, we require more sleep. That is unfortunate. So the next thing on our agenda is we might go to a place called Covenant. Covenant is the closest doctor that I know about.
Mathematical! Mathematical!
Yeah, I cooked up all the food, got experience. We'll eat some of it. And we'll go on our next adventure. It's 5 a.m., so it is a little bit dark, but it means that the rest of the day will be light. And I like to be able to see when I'm doing stuff. Notably, we can go on a quest, but because we're sick, I kind of just want to unlock Covenant. So if you want to know where Covenant is, it's right here. It is past Concord, but we can go around it. But it is where we can cure our sickness. So that might be where I head to today. I might not make it in this episode, but we can walk to it. I guess one thing I will go over while we're passing Red Rocket is one of the mods I have installed. I will go ahead and showcase, because you might want to think about installing it. Oh, I can't install it here. Was it in the armory workbench? I thought it was here. I might be crazy. Oh, here it is. I can't actually make it because I need circuitry. So I'll tag it for search. But anyway, it's called the Atomico Recordable Tape. It is a mod. It lets you save in survival. Now, I do not recommend using that if you actually plan on saving, because it ruins the survival balance. The reason I use it is because Bethesda, in all their glory, is prone to glitches, and one of the glitches is your survival save getting corrupted. So I highly recommend every couple hours, if not every hour of your playthrough, you go and use an Atomico recordable hard save or any other saving mod that you can get, and create hard saves of your game. Because if you get a corrupted save in survival, your entire character is gone. And it often corrupts all 3 of your survival saves when it happens. I once lost a 30-hour character and was extremely pissed off. So don't let it be you. Pop a hard save. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes. If you're playing vanilla and you need achievements and you can't do that, I pray your save doesn't get corrupted. I've had multiple of mine get corrupted. So just a warning in advance. Now, what was I gonna do? I guess we move on since we can't pop a save. Now this is where stuff starts getting a little dangerous. We have blood bugs at this Brahmin. We do enough damage that they shouldn't be a problem, and we have VATS. We get a first shot here too. I like to use third person when it comes to pipe weapons, because this iron sight is bullshit. So third person, you can just use the dot, and your shot almost always goes right on the dot. All right, that went off without a hitch. Combat, I can't really give too much advice on. It's kind of to your discretion. I will say, if you want to fight like me, I like to take my guaranteed shots from stealth and then kind of use a liberal amount of bullets as things approach, and then use VATS as they get close when I know the VATS will hit. For your playstyle, you might have like a shoot something, run away and hide playstyle. That's pretty viable too. Now we're approaching Concord, which is the main quest area. I usually don't like to mess with Concord right away. I find that the raiders there can end your run in permadeath. I usually like to leave raiders alone until I have a scoped weapon and I can deal with them from a pretty far away range. Guns and Molotovs are just so strong. I like to leave my combat mostly to feral ghouls, mole rats, and other things in the early game, if I can. But adventuring out here is dangerous because there's a non-zero chance we accidentally find things like synths. Yaoguai, for example, there's a Yaoguai right there. You can end up finding Yaoguai are bears, by the way, if you don't know. There's Mirelurks. There's just the whole array of scary Fallout 4 enemies that you gotta be careful for. Now, if this is a singular Yaoguai, we might be able to take it out. Part of me wants to try, although it's extremely sketchy, but I just feel like I can run away if things go wrong here. I don't recommend testing your luck in survival. That was a 2x damage shot, and notice how he has not taken much damage. We're gonna use a grenade on him next. And yeah, okay, so this might have been a mistake. I hope that showcases why you shouldn't test your luck. We just do not do enough damage to that thing. We do not do enough damage. It's too high level of an enemy. We're gonna try again with a grenade. I did not throw that nearly far enough. Now endurance is gonna help us a bit here with my mistake. We have tons of sprint. The clothes that we have on is gonna help too. Try to land some Molotovs. Not sure what route this thing is taking. Not sure what it's doing. Was it like tricking me? Like what was that? Horrifying. Yeah, this is a bad idea, as the kids say. I'm using the terrain because it's a melee enemy. Another reason I wasn't too scared of it is because it is a melee enemy. Pacing my shots. Probably need to use the hunting rifle. It's beefier. This thing does have armor. Oh, I don't have any more ammo for it. Okay, the revolver pistol maybe? Oh god. Third person sometimes has glitches where it doesn't let you run when you get out of a certain animation. But yeah, the reason you want a higher impact weapon when things have armor is because... Well, actually, it might not matter in Fallout 4. I don't remember how armor ratings work in Fallout 4 exactly. I don't know if it's a flat reduction or a percentage. If it's a percentage, then less damage doesn't really matter. But yeah, notice we've had to waste a lot of resources into this thing. It is not going to be worth it. Yaogwai meat, Yaogwai hide. Definitely not worth the bullet count that we had to put into it. But I wanted to test. I wanted to limit test. Baseball cap has perception. I prefer endurance. Spike armor looks like it might be better than our Raider chest piece. So I'll take it. Oh, it's actually a full set. So if you notice, it'll take off my military fatigues. That's actually bad. So I'll take back my Raider chest piece. I thought it was an armor set, like an armor piece. A leather right arm. A postman hat. Another endurance gear you can put on. Leather left arm. We're getting some armor pieces now. Leather left arm, leather right arm. Now we just need some leg pieces. This is a spot where you could probably pop a save. Now, I don't think there's always a Yaogwai here, so... In your playthrough, you might just be able to walk up to that. There are a lot of random encounter spawn points in Fallout 4. And so your playthrough will look different than mine. And that's cool. It does make the world dangerous, though. You need to probably run away from a large majority of encounters. And to me, that's immersive too. When you're a low level and there's something scary, my character shouldn't be fighting everything right away. To me, that's immersive. It's showing respect to the world. It's saying, oh, this thing is a scary enemy. It is dangerous. I shouldn't fight it. And that, when that happens, it brings you into the world. It's like, oh, if I try to fight this thing, I might die to it. If I die to it, there are consequences. Maybe I don't fight this thing. And that's a cool decision to be able to make in a video game. Is like, I don't want to fight this thing. So that adds variety to your gaming experience. Also, I just fought this assuming I could take it. I did not even check to see if there was an alpha mongrel. If there was an alpha mongrel, I probably would have walked away. I should have checked before firing. An alpha mongrel would be kind of like the Yaogwai. Very, very tanky. But with the extremely dangerous part of it being it would be fast. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna kill this last mongrel, but I have gone over the episode time. But amazing. That was episode 4, guys. So in the next episode, we will finish getting to Covenant. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.